sauvegarder les données. Bah non. On ne peut pas. Et là, normalement... Yes. Ça va être le moment karaoké. Avec cette musique. Ah, je la kiffe, là. Et donc voilà la cinématique qu'on aurait dû avoir normalement au début de jeu, qui arrive que maintenant. Et c'est stylé. Was afraid. And darkness and silence to the night. Putain, je la kiffe. Bon, lui éviter de chanter. Bon, les droits d'auteur, ça devrait aller vu que j'ai utilisé cette musique en début de live avant de commencer. Donc, normalement, ça devrait aller, logiquement. Pain in my heart. It's not so supreme. Et là, si Maniac il est là, il va faire un clip cet enfoiré, je suis sûr. For you. Putain, je la kiffe tellement cette chanson. Donc voilà la première partie de jeu qui était une mise en bouche et là vraiment le vrai jeu va commencer, même si ça a déjà commencé, mais là vraiment ça va vraiment monter en intensité. Dream Snake Eateeeer. Bon, je vais éviter de vous casser les oreilles. Mais je kiffe tellement cette musique, ce jeu, tout est parfait. Pardon. Je pète un câble, ça y est. On dirait un film James Bond. Cinématique comme ça, là. Snake Eater. Snake Eater. Ah, je kiffe. Pour moi, c'est la meilleure musique de tous les MGS. Bon, peut-être pas, mais attends, elle est trop kiffante cette musique. Je kiffe. Et donc, une semaine plus tard, qu'est-il arrivé à Snake?
Arriving at the designated drone launch point. Drone oil pressure and voltage are nominal. Payload oxygen supply is nominal. Power supply to payload antifreeze system shows no problems. No gusts. All systems go for drone detachment.
Snake, we can't risk a halo jump this time around. Airspace security has gotten tighter since we were last here. We can't get as close to the ground as we did during the virtual.
Et donc on est reparti au même endroit.
So instead, we'll be using one of our
Mais cette fois-ci, vous voyez, on n'est plus en hélico. On est dans un drone. Enfin, c'est plutôt un hélico. On dirait un avion de combat, ça. Carrément.
So how does it feel to be a patient in one of the most advanced ICUs in the world?
Would you do me a favor and tell the suits about visiting hours? I'll never get better with them assaulting me day and night with their questions.
Must be part of the top brass's inquiry.
More like an interrogation. According to them, I'm a traitor and an accomplice to the boss's defection.
They're just looking for a scapegoat.
Does that mean they're after you too?
Let's just say neither one of us is going to be made a national hero out of this.
Does this mean Fox is going to die?
No. This fox is still one step ahead of the hounds. The reason I came to see you today, Jack, it's time for Fox to clear its name.
What are you talking about?
Ouais, parce qu'ils pensent que c'est eux qui sont responsables de ce qui s'est passé, là, le missile nucléaire et tout, là. Ils ont mis ça sur leur dos.
It's Cuba. This morning, I had a meeting with the CIA.
They decided when they're going to execute us?
No. Something even bigger. Yesterday, the White House received an unexpected call.
President Johnson?
Yes, I hear you, Mr. Chairman.
It was a hotline call from Khrushchev to President Johnson.
From the head of the Soviet Union?
That's right.
A few days ago, one of our country's main design bureaus, OKB 754, was destroyed in a nuclear explosion. At about the same time, our anti-aircraft radar picked up a signature that appeared to come from one of your military aircraft. Does any of this sound familiar to you? In retaliation, I have placed our armed forces on secondary alert. Depending on your response, I may be left with no choice but to order the military to maximum alert and unleash Armageddon. With the help of your predecessor, I was able to survive the Cuban incident. But my power is not as great as it once was. If I am to survive this crisis, I must have your full cooperation.
I should have contacted you myself. Did you know that one of our soldiers defected to your country a week ago?
Il parle de The
No.
Boss.
So you haven't heard then. The man who arranged the defection was a GRU colonel by the name of Yevgeny Borosovich Volgin.
Volgin, of the Brezhnev faction. Go on. Who is the soldier?
Her name is the Boss. She's a living legend. During World War II, she was the one who led us to victory in that war. In Russia, you know her as Voyevoda.
Ouais, c'est ça, The Boss, c'est une légende de guerre.
The boss? The mother of your special forces?
Yes, that's the one. And she took two
Elle nous a
miniature
trahis.
nuclear shells along with her.
The boss took two miniature nuclear shells.
I'm afraid so. I believe they were a gift for her new hosts. The Davy Crockett Atomic Battle Group delivery system was completed 2 years ago. But serious problems were found with the launcher's range and precision. Although they were mass-produced, they've never been deployed in battle.
But Sokolov's research facility was completely wiped out. The whole area is polluted.
I can only offer you my deepest condolences over this terrible tragedy.
So, the boss, with Colonel Volgin's help, stole two experimental nuclear shells and took them with her as gift when she defected. Then, shortly thereafter, Sokolov's design lab, a top-secret military research facility, was destroyed by one of these weapons. Am I right so far?
Yes, that's correct.
And the American government denies any involvement in the affair. Is that right as well?
That's correct. We were not involved in any way.
Then what was a U.S. military aircraft doing on our radar screen? It was clearly in a violation of our airspace. And yet you say it was not acting under your orders.
That's correct.
You expect me to believe that this was all the work of a single soldier?
I don't know what else to tell you.
The army insists that this is all a ploy on your part.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Our government had nothing to do with it.
And I would like dearly to believe you. However, I'm afraid my power over the military has weakened since the Cuban incident. I will need some kind of proof that this was not the action of the American government. You have 1 week. You must catch the boss yourselves and recover the remaining nuclear device. Then, you must find some way to prove your innocence.
Prove our innocence.
Yes, Preferably something painful. Prove to me that this is not merely another one of your tricks.
The boss should be close to Colonel Volgin. How about a little co-action?
I would not expect too much if I were you. The political situation here is unstable. And Colonel Volgin is a member of the Brezhnev faction, which seeks to topple my government. 1 week. You have only 1 week. And if it is not too much to ask, do something about Volgin as well.
What is that supposed to mean?
Nothing. It means nothing. Call it a modest gentleman's agreement to ensure our continued relationship.
What if we can't prove our innocence?
Then I will be unable to restrain the military. I will be ousted, and they will seek their revenge.
A nuclear attack on the United States?
I leave the disposal of this situation entirely to your discretion, Mr. President.
Disposal.
Pourquoi les choses n'ont pas changé, hein?
If you fail, it will mean
Entre les États-Unis et la
a
Russie,
new world war.
on se parle encore de guerre nucléaire, de... On est en
To put it
2022
simply,
et
in order to avoid a full-scale nuclear conflict,
toujours
we have
toujours
to
des
prove
guerres,
that
toujours la
America was
merde,
not involved
bref.
in that explosion.
And eliminating the boss ourselves will prove America's innocence?
Right. The higher-ups have decided that you're the only one capable of pulling this off.
Et donc voilà pourquoi on y retourne une semaine
You were
après.
the last apprentice. Screw this one up, and we'll both be 6 feet under. There's no choice.
Il va falloir se débarrasser de The Boss, de Volgin et récupérer,
Russians going to be helping us?
récupérer l'arme.
The KGB has promised to lend us one of their communications satellites so that you and I can talk to each other.
Ah, c'est moi qui bouge la caméra. Oh,
That's
Yumi Kiku
They've also put us
Kikuchi.
in touch with a couple of
T'es
insiders.
mignonne toi.
Insiders.
There was a defection in September 1960. Do you remember it?
You mean the 2 NSA codebreakers who went over to the Soviet Union?
Precisely. Since then, they've apparently been training with the KGB for exactly this kind of situation. Their code names are Adam and Eva. I've been told that Adam has infiltrated Volgin's ranks. We've also arranged for him to provide you with an escape route. You'll need to rendezvous with him when you get there.
Et c'est parti.
Control. Unidentified aircraft detected. Altitude 30,000 feet. It's fast. Estimated airspeed exceeding Mach 3. Bearing south. I'm about to lose it.
Bon, ça se passe un petit peu mieux, l'atterrissage. Cette fois-ci, il n'y a pas notre sac qui a été pris dans les branches. Et donc on est reparti au même endroit de nuit, cette fois-ci.
This is Snaaake. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. Glad to see you landed safely.
I got blown pretty far off target.
Snake, let's go over your mission objectives one more time. Rescue Sokolov. Find out what's happened to the Shagohod, then destroy it. And finally, eliminate the boss.
Eliminate the boss.
This mission will be codenamed Operation Snake.
Snake Eater.
Because I'll be taking on the boss in our Cobra unit, right?
Don't forget about Colonel Volgin.
I'm not a hired killer.
I know, but that was the Kremlin's demand.
Demand? You mean it wasn't just a request? What's it to us if the Khrushchev regime is threatened by the colonel and his faction?
If supporting the current regime helps us avoid a nuclear exchange, then that's what we'll do.
And what are the CIA's demands?
Our priorities are the rescue of Sokolov and the destruction of the Shagohod.
Roger that, Major Tom.
Hold on, Snake.
What now?
I'm changing my codename. It turns out Tom wasn't the most auspicious choice.
What do you mean?
Well, the truth is, when I chose my codename, I picked the wrong one.
The wrong one?
Did you ever see the movie The Great Escape? It came out last year.
Oh, must have missed that one.
Anyway, it's based on a true story about prisoners who escaped from a POW camp in Nazi Germany. The prisoners dig 3 tunnels as part of their plan, but the Nazis find 2 of the tunnels before they're finished. The prisoners succeed in escaping by using the last remaining tunnel. The names of those 3 tunnels were Dick, Harry, and Tom.
I get it. You used the name of the tunnel they escaped in as your code name because you thought it would bring you good luck.
Yes, that's exactly right. At least, that was the plan.
But
I got the name wrong. The one they escaped in was Harry. Tom was one of the unlucky tunnels. It was discovered by the Nazis before it was finished. I watched the movie again just to make sure. In fact, I even ordered the actual film from the movie company.
yeah, it doesn't sound like the greatest name to use. So what should I call you?
You know, let's just use Zero, like we've been doing all along.
Voilà, ça sera
All
mieux.
right then. Major Zero it is. We'll start over from square one.
From square 0. My frequency is 140.85. Oh, I almost forgot. Paramedic is with us again on this mission.
Le retour
Is
de
this your last
paramédic.
chance too?
If we fail, she'll have her medical license revoked. It's more or
Oh, la
less the
pauvre.
same kind of fate. Her frequency is the same as during the Virtuous mission, 145.73. She'll be recording your mission data as well, just like the
Mais la
last
pauvre,
one.
elle servira à rien
That
encore.
frequency is also the same, 140.96. And there's one more person on your support team. His name is Mr. Sigint. He's an
Mr.
expert on the
Sigint.
latest in weapons and equipment technology.
Okay.
You'll be going up against some of the world's most advanced weaponry when you infiltrate the research facility. If you have any questions, just ask him. His frequency is 148.41.
Mr. Sigint. Got it.
Adam, your KGB contact, is waiting for you at the abandoned factory up ahead.
The same factory Sokolov was being held in last week.
Yes, meet up with Adam first. He's cleared the way for you to rescue Sokolov.
How will I know this Adam guy when I see him?
You'll know once you reach the factory. The whole area's been polluted by the fallout from that nuclear blast. No one else would dare come close. The password is, who are the Patriots? And
Lalilolalo.
Lalilulelo. Gotcha.
You've been equipped with a
Ça vous dit des
45
trucs, ça?
mission. Be
Patriotes?
careful, it's noisy.
Ou qui sont les
I thought
patriotes?
standard Fox
Lalilulelo.
procedure was procure on-site weapons acquisition.
Quand je vous dis que tout part de ce
Circumstances are
jeu,
different this time.
c'est pas des
You're
conneries.
now on an official mission for the United States government. It would be necessary to make your presence known to a certain extent, to the Khrushchev regime at the very least. But remember, this is still a sneaking mission. Snake, if you fail this mission, it will mean an all-out nuclear war.
Carrément.
Keep that in mind and proceed with extreme caution.
Understood. Commencing Operation Snake Eater.
Donc, bah oui, la première mission, c'était la mission vertueuse, où il fallait libérer le docteur Sokolov. Et là, c'est la mission Snake Eater, parce qu'il va falloir se débarrasser de The Boss, de son unité Cobra. Voilà, donc c'est pour ça le Snake Eater, le mangeur de serpents, de Cobra. Et donc, se débarrasser de Volgin et récupérer le Shagohod, là, l'arme. Ou se débarrasser de l'arme. Mais d'abord, on doit aller retrouver Adam, qui est un agent du KGB, qui se trouve au même endroit où était détenu Sokolov. Donc au niveau de l'inventaire, on a toujours nos trucs d'avant, ça n'a pas bougé. En plus, ils sont régénérés, je crois. Donc voilà. Et ici, pareil, on a le silencieux qui n'a pas de silencieux. Alors attendez, bien sûr, pour viser, relâcher, fixer, enlever le silencieux avec la touche Ok, là on l'a équipé. Parfait. Parfait. Bah écoutez les amis, on est parti. Je crois qu'on a atterri au même endroit que au début du jeu, je crois. Je sais plus. Je crois que c'est le même endroit à peu près. Ah non, c'est un autre endroit ici. C'est un autre endroit. Ouais, c'est un autre endroit ici. Allez, on avance. On va continuer encore un petit peu, genre 15 minutes, et puis ensuite on arrêtera le live. Ça fera déjà 3 heures de live, ce qui est pas mal. Non, relève-toi. Allez. Donc là, je crois que c'est plutôt calme. Pas tellement de choses à récup ici, je crois. Non. Vas-y, avance. Avance. Alors. Dremujich Nor. J'essaie de prononcer en version russe. Alors ici. Ici. On est où exactement? Ok. Attention parce que je crois à un moment du jeu il y aura des mines. Il y aura des mines à un moment. Attendez. Attendez. On va prendre le sac. Genre il y a des trucs on peut se débarrasser. Par contre j'ai plus les comment? Les lunettes thermiques. Pourtant je les avais récupérées. Comment se fait-il que je les ai plus? Enfin que je l'ai plus. Peut-être il faudra le récupérer au même endroit qu'on avait récupéré les lunettes thermiques. Peut-être qu'ils sont restés dans le tronc d'arbre, je sais pas. Je vous avoue que je ne sais plus. Bah du coup non, c'est bon. On va peut-être enlever ça. Et ici, on va laisser comme c'est. Yes. Ok. Alors. Oh putain, c'est un serpent ça? Est-ce que c'est un serpent? Il faut faire gaffe parce qu'il peut m'attaquer. Hein. Il peut m'empoisonner aussi. On va le buter. Hop, voilà. Comme ça on est du serpent. On pourra le bouffer un moment. Oh, entend le cheval. Que se passe-t-il? On va aller voir.
Looks like death wasn't ready for you
Et
yet.
elle est de retour. The boss.
Boss,
That arm still hurt?
what are you doing here?
T'es trop lent, Snake.
Go home. Go home. Gru and my sons are waiting up ahead. You don't have a prayer of finishing your mission. You're not even armed.
Boss!
Ah, trop pété le bras.
not your boss anymore. There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss. There's no need to prove that you are virtuous here. This isn't America. That should stir things up a bit. You'd better hurry.
Encore cet orage. Et avec ce fantôme
The
de
border is
retour.
60 miles south of here. You ought to be able to run that far.
Enfin, est-ce que c'est un fantôme?
Why'd you defect?
Alors, on aimerait bien savoir.
I didn't. I'm loyal to the end, to my purpose. What about you, Jack? What's it going to be? Loyalty to your country or loyalty to me? Your country or your old mentor? The mission or your beliefs? Your duty to your unit or your personal feelings? You don't know the truth yet. But sooner or later you'll have to choose. I don't expect you to forgive me. But you can't defeat me either. You know me too well. Just look at that bandana. If you can't put the past behind you, you won't survive long. If we meet again,
Oh, le pauvre.
I'll kill you. Now, go home.
This is Snaaake, Major Zero.
I read you, Snake.
I was ambushed by the boss.
You were what?
The drone's been shot to hell. It's up in flames.
That's not good. Enemy scouts are going to come looking for you.
Yeah, I know. But what was the boss doing here in the first place? There's got to be a leak somewhere.
No, that's impossible. The man the boss is working with, Volgin, isn't exactly on speaking terms with Khrushchev.
I lost my gun. The boss destroyed it.
Snake, I know how you're feeling. It's hard for me to believe, too, that a legendary hero like the boss would go over to the Russians. That she'd double-cross us like this. But that's how it is, and if you don't accept it, you'll never be able to beat her.
That's not the problem. In terms of sheer technique, I'll never be able to beat her. I know that all too well.
You've got to do it, Snake. She's your enemy and your objective.
Enemy? We were together for 10 years, and now you tell me she's my enemy?
Enough. Hurry to the factory where Adam is waiting. Scouts have probably already been sent out to investigate the explosion. You've lost your weapon, right? That means you've got no chance of winning in a battle situation. Whatever you do, don't let them see you.
What's this?
Merde, j'avais le micro coupé, désolé. J'avais oublié de le réactiver. Donc je vous disais, on va se laisser là les amis pour ce live, pour ce premier live sur MGS3. Donc moi je me suis fait repérer par les ennemis, j'avais oublié ce détail et j'ai plus d'armes. Donc je verrai pour refaire un live mercredi. Et puis bah passez une bonne journée les amis. Passez une bonne journée et on se dit à très vite. Ciao ciao.